Hey Pisces, welcome to your reading for May 25th and throughout the week of May 25th. So I'm coming in with the Healing Waters cards and regular tarot and my little buddy Chippy, my little psychic assistant who helps me with readings. So I hope you all are doing great today. I've already pulled the Healing Waters cards, and the first one that we've got here that's really significant for this week and even today when you're seeing this reading is deep sea diving. Deep sea diving, which means the way of the mystic. The way of the mystic, learning through experience and going to the depths of things, okay? So you may find yourself this week diving deeper for meaning, Pisces, as you go through your week. And I'm going to pull some clarification with the regular tarot. This is really significant for you, going deep this week. Some of you may actually be deep sea diving too, okay? So let's see. The color pink, I feel like, is important for some of you too. Something about pink, I always see pink as being the color of romantic love as well. So you may be going deeper in a love relationship as well, Pisces. Could be with a Leo, by the way. Here we have the Strength card, and I feel like also it's going to take a lot of strength for you to do this deep dive this week. And this could be physical strength or emotional strength, okay? And I feel like you're just stronger in general. You just may be feeling really energized this week, Pisces. Yeah, and here you are, the Empress. You always show up as the Emperor or Empress in my readings, Pisces. And this is definitely about you being in your power at this time and maybe enjoying nature. You know, both of these cards have animals on them. The Empress brings things to fruition. The Empress makes things happen. She gives birth to empires or babies, okay? So take that as it resonates for you. It's a very nurturing card, nurturing for yourself and for others. And I feel like all of this is connected and very significant this week. I feel like you as the Emperor are going to be doing the deep dive on some things, some projects, some emotional feelings that come up this week. I feel like you're doing the deep dive with relationships, with people, maybe even with your pets. Sometimes the Strength card can represent our pets as well. Let's see where else this goes, Pisces. Your crossing card this week is the Waterfall, and this is about your inner power. Now we'll see why it's in the challenge position. We'll pull some more cards and find out. This is about unbridled confidence, okay, and claiming your place. The Waterfall, really, really important for you this week of May 25th, and it's having to do with unbridled confidence, you overflowing with your inner power, but it is a little bit of a challenge. So why is that? Maybe because you're collaborating with other people. This could be coworkers questioning you, or maybe not realizing that you know as much as you know. They may be questioning your power this week on the job. This is about you claiming your space, and I feel like there may be some sort of competition over a workspace or even a personal space, even a house or something like that. Yeah, you may be moving. Now, this may not even go to career, Pisces. This could be to a new place, things up in the air with this waterfall. So if you're moving, you may be trying to claim your space. You may be in a bidding war over a house, for instance, or something along that line. But I feel like some of you are really forging ahead with your power and lots of confidence this week, okay? Let's go to this next card. This is in your energy this week. This is the ripple effect, Pisces. Part of something bigger. The details are taken care of. Yeah, so some of you need to know that. The details are taken care of. And I do mean by wherever or whoever they need to be taken care of. You know, by the universe, by authority figures, people around you, you know, family members. I don't know. Somebody's taking care of details. Something, part of something bigger. And you are the ripple effect. So you're causing this ripple effect. And look at this. This is all about love. This is the Ace of Cups. So this is about emotions. Again, we've got these deep emotions this week coming up for you. And something about emotions and your heart opening is causing this ripple effect. And the details are being taken care of. Now, this could be new love for some of you Pisces, or feelings of attraction, heightened intuition, and a Queen of Pentacles. So this could be you with your resources. Maybe you've invested some money and now you're seeing the ripple effect of that and you love it. Okay, with this Ace of Cups, it's creating feelings of, I love what I'm doing, I love where this is going. This could be you falling in love with a Queen of Pentacles, feelings of attraction once again. This could be the Queen of Pentacles taking care of things, okay? Because the details are being taken care of. But whatever it is, Pisces, you are like the small drop of water in the pond that just creates this huge ripple effect this week, okay? So keep in mind all of your actions and reactions, because that's what it's going to cause, okay? So let's go over to making waves. Wow, we went from ripples to waves. This is power, Pisces. This is your power this week, which is the first card that showed up. Momentum is building. Yeah, I'll say, seriously, we went from a ripple to a wave, okay? Momentum is building. This is your time, and you are having an achievement. This is the achievement card, from a ripple to a wave. Wow, let's clarify that, Pisces. That's really cool. Making waves. Oh, look at this. More balance in the picture. What does this mean? Balance. It's the Justice card with your achievement and learning something new. Now, some of you could be graduating. Some of you could be in law school, okay? Because the Justice card and, you know, Page of Pentacles. We've got something here about more balance, more money, learning things, schools, a lot of momentum and achievements. It could be graduation for some of you. Some sort of graduation from a class, or your children are graduating, students are graduating, and it could bring more balance into your life, or it could literally be something legal. Yeah, it's definitely having to do with balance. And I feel like there's a peace coming in for you with this wave and this achievement. This achievement is bringing you a lot more balance. You're not going to have to be juggling money and situations and things like that as much. Yeah, and look at this. Things are coming together. Definitely coming together. There's some achievement here. I almost feel like this is going to a whole different thing here, but this ripple effect and the Ace of Cups could lead you to two people coming together. So again, we're looking at a couple of things here coming up in this reading. Career, your personal life, schools, and also love relationships are coming up here. I mean, here it is, Two of Cups. So this is having to do with this wave, this achievement. It's your time, and it could be your time for a new relationship or reconciliation for some of you, okay? Anything else on that? It's going to happen fast. I think you're going to be surprised how fast this comes in for you, because here's the Eight of Wands. It could happen on a trip or a vacation, or maybe after a graduation or this big achievement, you're going to go on a trip somewhere. Maybe you meet somebody special, because it's very much looking like plane flight, trip, high speeds, things going fast, you know, high speeds. Maybe you're going surfing, okay? You could be. For some of you, I'm seeing Hawaii, literally. As soon as I saw surfing, I saw Hawaii. For some of you, yeah, and it's a gift. For some of you, this trip could have been a gift that you were given. Yeah, some kind of generosity. And I feel like for some of you, this was a gift in exchange for your generosity. You know, somebody was thanking you, like, thank you for being so generous, so now I'm going to be generous with you. Yeah, there's something about a good karma and a bartering or something going on there. So we're going over to this next card, which is Come Out of Hiding, Embrace Who You Really Are. The Selkie card, Selkie, okay? And this is, yeah, being who you really are, the Magician. The Magician is clarifying this. And I just get the sense, sometimes you might be secretive about who you really are. You know, Pisces can be secretive at times. But this is about you coming out with you being such a great manifester. You know, I get the sense of you using all the tools that you have, and you have many tools, many rare gifts, and you have many emotional qualities, a sensitivity that most people do not possess, and you're able to use that to manifest things that you want. Like, you can feel the energy, you can read the room when you walk in, you know who to contact, who not to contact, you know what they're going to say before they call you. You know, I mean, I get a goosebump on that too. You know, I get a real high sensitivity with all of you Pisces who are watching, really, and use it to your ability to manifest things and to come out of hiding. This is about coming out of hiding. Okay. Anything else on that? Oh, because there's a Knight of Cups. Because somebody might be giving you a love offer at this time, Pisces. Your final outcome is into the unknown. Okay. And this is about underworld, depth, courage, and facing your fears. Wow, I hope you can see that. Beautiful card. Facing your fears. This is your final outcome. Let's see what this is about. It's about joy and family and happy homes and new homes and vacations and being together with people. There may be something here about this going to more of a depth even. And you know, the first thing we had was this deep diving card. So the first card up was deep diving, and this one's about depth and facing fears, going deeper. And I feel like you've got some sort of maybe relationships with family, maybe marriages. I mean, this is typically the marriage card, but I'm also getting families and love relationships that I feel like more depth is going to happen in these soon. Let's get a little more clarification here. Into the unknown, courage and depth. Yeah, it's going to bring you some kind of a celebration, Pisces. Here's the Three of Cups. Real celebration. And I also feel like a connection with like kindred souls is coming up for you. There's something about separation, or there was a heartache, but now I feel like there's healing that's going on with this. Let's see what else it says. Yeah, something's going to happen really quickly. So this could be just a temporary, either, you know, like a little argument, a little hiccup in a relationship, passes really quickly, and then it comes right back around to this happiness and celebration. Some of you may be getting married. I mean, both of these can be marriage cards, the 10 and the 3 of Cups. So there's something super happy there. Let's get a little more detail here on Pisces and see what's anything else for Pisces coming up this week. It looks like a really interesting week. Unbridled confidence and potentially moving. Collaborating with people, the ripple effect, you know, that you're part of something bigger, and you're not only creating a ripple, but you know, you're making waves. All right, it keeps going. It goes like bigger and bigger for you this week, and embracing who you really are, like a depth in love relationships. This is a beautiful reading for you. Here's the Temperance card. We've got a lot of flow of energy coming up for you this week. And I see this all through this reading with this, your heart opening and going deeper and making waves and building momentum for relationships and everything else that you want. And this Temperance Angel card is definitely blessing you, Pisces, with lots of gifts of the heart this week. I just feel a real flow of emotions. You may find yourself being more emotional this week, you know, even higher sensitivity than you normally have. New opportunities coming in as well. And I feel like several opportunities, and I think they're just going to keep flowing to you with this Temperance card. Now, as a separate meaning, the Temperance card can be Sagittarius. So you could be connecting with someone of the Sagittarius sign. And it could be that you're curious about a Sagittarius, or they're curious about you, because this is the Page of Swords, curiosity card. Someone may be curious how you're building all this momentum. It could be you're curious about a Sagittarius and what they're doing, okay? Now, we're going to a different person here, Pisces, for a minute. We've got a Queen of Swords coming up. What is Queen of Swords about? Three of Pentacles again. This may be you on the job or in your life, okay? Where it relates to other people, you might be setting boundaries. The Queen of Swords does set boundaries, and when you're an empath, like most of you are, Pisces, it's like you have to set boundaries because other people will drain you otherwise. And when you show up as the Empress, which you do every single reading that I do for you, the Empress is all the queens rolled into one. And we've got, the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the Queen of Swords here. There's a lot, Pisces, because your energy is very evolved. You've come a long way in this lifetime and other lifetimes to get to this point, which is why you're making waves. It's exactly why. And why you have this unbridled confidence at this time. And I feel like the timelines are shifting. I feel like you're going to be going into something completely new. You may be meeting new people, meeting new soulmates. There's definitely potential of new love or things coming together. If you're already in a love relationship, I feel like it's going to grow stronger, like I saw with this 10 of Cups earlier. So there's a lot of depth. This whole reading is about depth. And I think you're going to find yourself in a pretty emotional time potentially this week. Let me know in the comments. And here we have the King of Cups, also a Pisces card. Could be any water sign, it doesn't have to be a water sign, but I feel like you're going to connect with the King of Cups, or your partner is going to become more heart-centered than they already are, something like that. King of Cups, can be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but they're usually a healer on some level. You get somebody who's a good listener, very emotionally in tune, and usually a masculine, although this could also be a Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you're coming together with somebody like this. This could be a natural healer, a doctor, a counselor, even a lawyer, somebody who listens and helps and advises. And here we have the Empress for the second time. Okay, so I do feel like you, Pisces, are connecting with a King or Queen of Cups, somebody very emotionally in tune that will appreciate your value, that really, really values you. And you may already be with that person, okay? I feel for some of you, you are, because the 10 of Cups came up. So the 10 of Cups is saying, there's some sort of a marriage or a commitment there, but it's going deeper. It's like it is, it's growing, and I feel like there's spiritual love. Yeah, definitely feels like that. Yeah, here's the 9 of Wands. This is you forging ahead, Pisces. Okay, I'm going to pull some tea leaf cards for you. We have the Carrot, an opportunity or windfall, Pisces. Look at this. This is really, really good, and it does go right along with the Queen of Pentacles this week for you. Again, the carrot is depth. It grows deep. This whole reading is about quite a depth of energy for you, Pisces. Look at this. We have the Wheel. So the Wheel of Fortune is how I read this card. Now, it says indecisiveness for some of you, but I read this as the Wheel of Fortune, and it's right next to a windfall. So I would say, look for this. This is coming in for you. And I tell you, I've seen this with a lot of signs recently, that there's an Ace of Pentacles coming in. There's a Wheel of Fortune that's coming in. So some good things are on this timeline for us, Pisces. Okay, let's pull one more and see if there's any other words. We have got the Bell. There's going to be some kind of announcement. Some kind of announcement here that I feel like you're going to hear on a larger scale. This is not going to be just a text message. I feel like this is on a global scale, that you may hear some sort of big announcement that brings in wealth and the Wheel of Fortune. And I've gotten this in several readings recently, so there it is again. It's there. It's on this timeline. So I'm excited about your reading. I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for being here. And I will see you all again soon. Have a great week, and I think you will. Bye.